What's going on, guys? This is Jedi Dogma, and finally got a match after about 8 to 10 minutes of waiting in killer queue as Hellraiser. I'm sorry, Pinhead from Hellraiser. As we can see, someone brought an offering for Coldwind Farm, and it is the Thompson house. So let's just go ahead and start playing them. I've played them a few times in private matches, but I haven't taken them to a pub yet. So we're going to be testing that out right now and see how well he performs against live survivors. Okay, here's one right here. This hook is a little tricky to control, but so it's there's definitely an element of mechanical prowess. Nonetheless, he does have default base killer speed with at 4.6 meters per second, and he has these special hooks that will, I believe, incur a mangled effect or something like that. I'll go back and look at the power again, but they add an effect. Yeah, very, very difficult. See, this is kind of what his power does. It has a hook. I couldn't get that. He doesn't pick the survivors up with his hands. He uses his hooks. It feels so much like Hellraiser. It's pretty amazing what they've done. So in some cases, it's kind of like Nurse, where he can kind of teleport to different spots, but it's not really him. It's more of a projection of himself, so you don't actually show up there. So you will be able to hook people. Okay, and his power basically allows. Oh boy, his lunge is could probably use some work. I think the hitbox might even be a little bit smaller. I feel like I would have hit that on a normal killer. Oh, tough. That's tough. Good vault. Ooh, nice juke. So yeah, I mean, I can imagine people getting much better at his chain ability. But it does take a little bit of practice. What you can kind of do is corral survivors into you. Or maybe make them go a certain way. It's very interesting, the kind of plays you can do. Well, she's out of dead hard, so we'll just grab her here. Okay. And I think we have a special hook over here. Yep, so this is good. I believe it makes you like blind. It has some other effects. Very cool generator kick animation. Okay, and survivors can kind of like, I guess, hide behind cover to avoid his hook. Very interesting play. Well, that didn't seem to work. Okay. Well, that takes a little bit of getting used to. It's very similar to Nurse's power. But as you can see, you can kind of force them to run loops less efficiently. very, very tricky. And it's not as forgiving of a hitbox as your M1, so you really have to... There we go. Pretty much allows you to gain a lead. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to get this. Very, very tricky. If you can't hit your chains, I think you really should just focus on M1ing. Since he does have default base speed. Sorry, I'm a little distracted here with this damn Jill. She's really juicing this. You can kind of, you know, catch survivors off guard like that. Very nice. You slow them down. Very good for pressure, I think. You can... I don't think this Meg is an experienced player here. Of course, I should have expected that. There you are. So when they start to activate the cube, you can teleport. But if you don't do it fast enough... Okay, she does have Dead Heart. Nope. Oh, you can kind of fake it, I guess, and cancel with the M1. Very, very interesting. So they can kind of hide behind cover like that. But they can't really escape your M1, right? I mean, he is default speed. Oh, that one almost hit. And this does appear to have a range of some sort. So it's not exactly bulletproof. You can kind of curve it, I think, too. I'm not exactly good at it, but you can definitely curve it. And his power, I think, would best be used to shut down loops early. Okay, you can kind of see how you can curve it. But it's very, very tricky. You have to really be precise with it. He's kind of like a hillbilly in a sense that he has he's a ranged target projectile that will allow him to kind of curve and hit survivors. Obviously, it'll take a little bit to get used to him and see how exactly you should play in order to be very optimal with him. But I find that Thanatophobia is a good perk on him, simply because he already has a perk that synergizes well with the general slowdown of the game. Okay. So you can see there, that's one of his perks. I forget what it's called. Damn it. This is very, very tricky to get. This should be regressing now. How long does this thing get blocked for? Wow. This is very interesting. You can use pop with him, I think. It's definitely another perk that synergizes well with him in general, because his perk, which I'm forgetting what it's called, it's like Deathman's chain or something like that, gives him information and gen control. Okay, she's got a sprint burst. There we go. And there you are. Sprint burst is out. So at the very best play, he's able to slow down survivors very quickly. Dead hard? Nope. Wait, does she have dead hard? I don't think she does. Of course. Of course. Where'd the Jill go? There you go. Very, very nice for slowing down survivors. Beautiful. Helps you catch up very quickly. Okay, she'll be around. Very, very nice. I like it. He seems like a very fun killer. Oh, I don't know if I would. I might have to just put you on this normal one. Here. Not exactly sure what solving the box does. As far as I know, it it can allow me to teleport, but I'm not sure what it provides for survivors. Of course, so I think, you know, walls and houses are probably going to be the biggest. Yeah, okay. She's got some serious ping here. This is a Kate that saved her teammates with the flashlight earlier. So we'll put her on this white hook here. I believe they're called, I forget what they're called. They're special hooks. They only look this way to you. They do not look this way to the survivor, as far as I know. Sick curves. Very, very tricky. Yeah, this is a very much a skill-based killer when it comes to his his chains. As you can see, they cannot leave until they've gotten rid of all of the chains. They cannot. It's pretty much like a mini blood warden. It acts as a anti-escape for anyone who does get hooked. Okay, interesting. And this is obviously PTB, so they have a new ranking system in place. I'm here at Silver 1 for some reason. They want to nerf Hellraiser. That's kind of stupid. I mean, obviously I wasn't even able to get a 4K there. I mean, it's one of the bigger maps, so you would think he has a much better, you know, potential there for that 4K. But I'd say he's pretty balanced. It's just people don't really know how to play, you know, against the new killers. So generally, what's going to happen is they're going to complain at first. I don't think he's really that overpowered. I think he's actually pretty interesting. As some new element of you know, killer gameplay. He is not OP. He's for sure not OP. I wouldn't say he's perfectly balanced, but he's definitely not overpowered. His abilities can be very easily countered by running tiles efficiently or differently than you would other killers, by, you know, running behind walls and things like that, and you know, working together. You can actually interrupt the chains with another teammate. A teammate can body block the chains, or they can, you know, walk through it and interrupt the chains. Now obviously right now it's a bit bugged, so you will have like weird shit going on, like The chains will be stuck to you even as you get sacrificed. I've seen that before, where the chains continue to be connected to survivors. In some cases, they'll still have a chain on them and they won't be able to do anything. But I'm sure that's going to be fixed eventually. That is, the buggy side of this. As far as everything else goes, I'd say he's fairly balanced. I mean, deadlock. This is what it's called. Induce mental suffering by crushing any hope of escape. So when a generator is repaired, the entity will block that generator with the most progress for 25 seconds. At least this is tier 2. I think at tier 3 it's like 30 seconds. And you also see a white aura on that generator when it activates. So this is both information and generator control, or map control. Scourge Hook, Gift of Pain is okay. They're called Scourge Hooks. Basically, 4 random hooks will be changed into Scourge Hooks. You see the auras in white. When a survivor is unhooked from a Scourge Hook, they suffer from the Hemorrhage and Mangled status effect until fully healed. The first time the survivor is healed, they suffer a 7% penalty to healing and repairing actions until injured again. So, like I said, I pair this with Thanatophobia just because more people injured means much more slowdown. Thanatophobia will stack, obviously, and then Scourge Hook. Once you have survivors put onto a hook like that, you will be slowing the game down even more. So it's a very interesting thing to play around with. I'm sure there's some great builds that you can do with this. Maybe Coulrophobia with, Thanatophobia and Scourge Hook, or maybe something different like Ruin, Thanatophobia, and then Scourge Hook. Obviously, Deadlock and Pop Goes the Weasel would probably go hand in hand. They synergize very well, I think, because it gives you a lot of information. It's kind of like a Tinker in a way, only in essence. It will target the generator with the most progress. So if the generator with the most progress is not 70%, it could essentially be even better than Tinkerer, depending on how you use that information. But yeah, guys, that was Hellraiser gameplay. I'll try to get some more gameplay footage, but right now the queues are very, very long. This was the one game I had, and these survivors all seem to be fairly experienced, except for the Meg, of course. My survivor games have not been that way, but either way, this has been the Cenobite, as he is being called in the game, aka Pinhead from Hellraiser. Thanks again, guys, for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. This is Jedi Dogma signing out.